And we are live once again. Welcome to another Train Sim World stream. We've just had the spring core update, so we'll be covering that very briefly. I'm also cracking open one of these very early on because I'm feeling very, very tired. And my nose is playing up once again, so let's just see how it goes today, eh? But yeah, first things first. Let's cover what the spring update has in store for us. So let's head over to the article. There's nothing too crazy, but there's some stuff there worth taking a look at, I guess. I quickly covered it in the most recent Train Sim World video up on YouTube, where we looked at the roadmap, because there was mention of this, well, a part of the spring core updates in the roadmap. I'm aware that there's a little more work that's still going to go into bringing some more content. As I get my stream up here. So yeah, there is meant to be some more work being done. This is how Dovetail like to do their stuff. Usually they'll have a seasonal update that comes out in two or three parts. So it's no surprise that we're seeing it once again. Okay. I'm hoping Restream is set up correctly. Let me give that a quick test. Hi. Probably should have written that on YouTube, really, shouldn't I? Okay. Restream bot's doing its thing. I hope Nightbot is doing its thing as well, because I didn't actually see that pop up. But regardless, let's get going. So yeah, let's have a look at the article here. I'll open that there as such, and while we're at it, swap the green screen again. I really don't like, if you probably have watched me enough times, you will know that I don't like inconsistency. And I don't like how my green screen will sometimes work and sometimes won't. So anyway, but it seems to have sorted itself out. So case in point. So yeah, so headliners. Well, I mean, let's look at the full changelog really. There's not too much to look at. So with regards to the core, there's an improvement to ensure correct function of door HUD elements. Nothing I've noticed was problematic with the way I would play. This is a console specific, so we won't really take a look at that too tough. Well, we'll take a look at it, but as in, we've been on PC, you're not really going to see much of it here. But that is a thing that was worked on. I find this hilarious that your sort of get out of jail free card when encountering a problem with trains that for whatever reason became broken was broken. Like some jokes just write themselves. It's incredible that this is an issue with a Dovetail product. But hey, at least they got to sorting that out. After that, we have fixing a crash when returning from pause when in free cam mode. I don't think that was something I personally encountered before, but obviously that was an issue for some people. Fixing issue where PS4 players were unable to download owned content using the in-game store. Again, how does something like that happen? By them putting it here, it seems like it was a Dovetail issue rather than a PlayStation issue or a Sony issue. Yeah. Achievement. There was a see, this is interesting. So it says that for PS5 users, the trophy will now unlock correctly after collecting all the route tasks. And I say that's interesting because I've collected all the route tasks on PC and didn't receive any trophy or any achievement The same thing on the 5 circle as well, bearing in mind that there were 100 collectibles on the 5 circle. So yeah, very, very strange. We have a scoring section here. Bonus score should now be correctly, okay, grammatical error there. Should now correctly be applied when using safety systems. I don't know why that's taken as long as it has, because that was announced, I believe, at the very, very beginning, the new scoring system. So why we're now in April and only now getting a fix, I don't quite understand. It doesn't, maybe it's a lot more intricate than I imagine it to be, but yeah, nonetheless, I still think it's quite delayed. Scenario planner, something I don't use too often in terms of creating scenarios myself. Obviously, we have run a couple scenarios recently on streams. Formation designer, I don't really use formation designer at all, but we do have a handful of fixes there that you can see. London Overground fixed issues with various passenger behavior during the football focus scenario. I wonder if this is to do with passengers from the opposite platform walking towards the train and therefore crossing the tracks and just creating a very messy scene. They fixed some floating grass, nothing I noticed. Didn't notice anything wrong with the passengers on the benches at Barking Riverside, but apparently that was a thing. And the platforms at Barking Riverside will now correctly react to snow and rain. Quite a minor improvement. Again, I think all of these so far, or to be honest, the majority of these so far, I really think could have just been fixed over a couple of weeks. I don't think this needed to be a spring core update. When you think of a core update, you think of quite an overhaul, and I wouldn't really say that's it, to be honest. These all seem rather minor, and I do wonder why they weren't just fixed and released again as time has gone on. The Class 710 passenger doors will no longer show as locked with automatic close. So I touched on this briefly. So I wonder if basically what we'll have is, so on these trains, when they close without interlocking, the button that the passengers can press to open the doors has like a ring around it, and this ring would be green. So if the doors unlock, this ring will be green. And obviously with the doors interlocking in the game, when the doors automatically close, that obviously light goes off because the doors are locked. So realistically, with the doors being interlocked and that light being on, we've now lost some accuracy or some like sim aspect. And yeah, I guess that's Dovetail's way of finding a middle point, but I would rather they just put the work into figuring out how to have doors being closed without being interlocked. Again, restricted passenger door open buttons from being operational whilst moving. Just, it stops you from opening the doors while the train's moving. Why wasn't that corrected in the first week? That was spotted by ambassadors. By more than one ambassador. Before the route was even publicly released. And for that to have taken, what, a month or two, or a month and a half or so to be fixed. Again, I just don't see why that's taken as long as it has. The brake sounds okay. Adjusted the GSMR startup audio. Apparently, yeah, that was not accurate. And increased volume safety systems when played through haptic control. Obviously, it doesn't concern us. Some stuff on main toolbar. And again, I noted this in my video, but I didn't notice an issue with the substitution. I did see the 628 fairly often. Hello in the bill. Oh, for real? Okay. I'll do a I'll record a video on that later then. Thank you for letting me know. How you doing today, bro? So yeah, although I did not see a red 363, and I would only see the blue one. So yeah, I guess that's there. During the running of Vapor scenario, I have no clue about these scenarios because I'm yet to do the main toolbar ones. Adjusting the scoring, again, they've kind of already mentioned that here somewhere, so I don't know why that needs to be mentioned again. Adjusted controls for nebula brightness and contrast. Why isn't that just a standard thing? Why did that need to be part of a core update? I'm not too sure. Could that not have been added after the root was released? It's been what, 2-3 months now since main tool ban. Again, for the 4024, the OEBB, as I've been corrected in saying it now, you're on your way home. Get home safe, man. Oh, I thought as much when you went for the first to comment. Adjust the PIS to correctly display. Again, why this is, come on, man. This train's been out since the release of Train Sim World 4. So this has been an issue since September. All of these issues realistically have been a thing since September. Really? Hydrate. Well, I've got my energy drink today, so, and yes, I've added some flair now. So yeah, I added quite a lot. Oh yeah, check your emotes. Check the emotes, Nabil. I was hard at work making adjustments yesterday to stream stuff. So yeah, apparently I'll be able to unlock more emotes once I hit 10 subscribers. I've already got one more face like mood, but I'm unable to add it right now. Also, exclusive look. If you want to see what I don't remember. So when you first found me in 2021, my logo now, was it the same one? Or was it my yellow one? Because if you go on, when you go on, okay, I don't think you're going to see it on PC. But basically, for tier 3 subscriptions, I've unlocked the old school logo that probably no one that's active right now has ever seen. But I rolled that logo for quite a while. I liked it, to be honest. I created it myself. It's very, very simple, very, very basic. Let me show you. But yeah, I'd rather it doesn't have that yellow border, but yeah, I tried to edit it out and it was it wasn't the easiest thing to do, so I kind of just left it for now. But anyway, so yeah, just PIS. It's now correctly listed in scenario planner. Updated the collision. Okay, this is a big issue. To prevent player from climbing up on seats and seeing through the roof. How many times have I got stuck in the roof? And I've been thinking this whole time that it's a God mode issue, when it's not actually a God mode issue. It's actually a TSW issue, and I wonder why they've only fixed it for this train. Ah, okay. I'll can you link me that in Discord, please, Nabil, so I don't forget. Because yeah, otherwise I'll forget. So yeah, I'll give that a go. Thank you. So we got an update for Rosenheim. Okay, a little bug fix. Adjusted the scoring once again. Just make it a core thing. I don't know why they have to list it for under every single route. Fix an instance of main signal way with the wrong place PSB magnet. Something like this should have been fixed as soon as it was spotted. Removed floating trees. I think I highlighted this in the stream. We saw it. PIS will now include correct usage of umlauts. I'm actually not sure what that is. Is that like a particular German font? And added yellow line above door to reflect real life design. I don't see what. I don't know. These are all. The majority of these are just bug fixes to me. Minor bug fixes. I don't see why they've been held back for a spring core update. The spring core update should have been the full release of suspension, whatever, of formation designer, the full release of the editor. That's a core update, a seasonal core update. Not this bag of minor updates. I'm not impressed by that, to be honest. How did I get that emoji? I have a picture of it on my computer. So I made. Oh, how do I use it? Because it's my channel. It's like I have tier 3 subscription basically. That is not updated. No, yeah, literally. Literally, bro. That's what I've been saying, bro. There's nothing. A core update is when you bring in some substantial fixes, and I am not seeing any substantial fixes here. So yeah. Again, just seems like a bit of bare minimum work, really. Yeah, my nose has been really giving it to me today so far. Yeah, that's disappointing. Very, very disappointing. That's not no spring core update, man. That ain't no spring core update. So let's see. To me, to me that's just a set of standard fixes. Pardon me. That is nothing major. Not one thing in there was major for me. Only thing being not a bug fix is formation that's been on consoles now. Right. That's that one thing alone is bigger than everything else. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? I'm gonna continue my you know what, let me get this introduction out of the way. I'll have to do it at some point. Let me get it over out of the way. I wonder if we get to phase 4 before a new TSW releases. You know what, I don't know if you reached that point in the video, but I said at the speed that we're moving, if there's a TSW 5 coming out this year, it usually comes out when September, and the announcement is in August. At the speed that we're moving, we're not gonna reach phase 3. We're not gonna reach phase 3. Oh, we barely are.
The station serves as the northern terminus of the East Coast Main Line, taking passengers to and from London King's Cross. There is a missing route map over there.
There's not a missing route map, darling, because I put all of them in. The game can't comprehend that.
Head of Driver and Passenger Experience, Angus Stewart, would like to speak to you.
Hello, how's it going? I'm glad I got the chance to introduce myself to you properly before you start your training. My name is Angus Stewart, Head of Driver and Passenger Experience here in the 5 Circle. I wanted to congratulate you on getting the role of trainee driver with us in person. It's great to have you on board. Part of my role is to improve the viability of the network and to make sure that all of our drivers and passengers are happy and catered for whilst traveling with us, something I think could be great at helping us with. Anyway, I'm sure you're keen to get started with your training, but I'll be on call if you need anything or run into any problems. Take care, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.
Follow the markers.
Well, at least there's no spelling errors or grammatical errors like we usually get with those Train Sim World with Dovetails dialogue.
Take a seat anywhere you like. On the 15th
That voice is so
of May,
bad. I don't know. I don't find the issue with it, to be honest.
the inner and outer loop services together.
I don't think it's too bad. It's just a normal. This is a normal voice, isn't it?
Edinburgh and Northern Railway Dunfermline
My voice ain't great right now.
passenger traffic.
They copy that one-to-one from vanilla introduction and text where you need to talk to someone. Really? Lol. That's hilarious.
These 2 lines in operation, this created a loop in the county of Fife, joining at Inverkeithing Station and Glenrothes.
I don't mind talking to someone and engaging in dialogue. But the thing is, realistically, a lot more can be done with that feature. Seeing as they're so intent on making this a game, let's use more of this chat thing, man.
1890, the structure spans 2,467 meters and stands 137 meters tall above its foundations. 200 trains use the bridge every day, carrying 3 million passengers per year, and it weighs a whopping 50,000
should be a little louder. Yep, I noticed that instantly. I guess because
Back in June
I don't think I've done the Benina line
Scottish Power
tutorial
Lines began
or
work
introduction,
to
sorry.
electrify 65 miles of Fife Circle track between Haymarket and Dalmeny for use by electric multiple units. Further phases are planned to electrify the lines between Kinghorn, Thornton, Ladybank and Lochgelly.
Listen, I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's terrible, you know.
This
Maybe it's
train
because
is a BR class
obviously,
170
you know, behind the scenes stuff that we know, but and maybe if
They
you
were
know,
first introduced into service in
I had to make a sacrifice for it,
shortly
I'd feel
after the
differently.
privatisation
But
of
as it stands,
you will drive this train across
as
the
it stands,
circle.
not too. I can play it. I'll be honest, I can play it.
And stunning scenery,
Exactly. So if I got it
rail fashion.
normally,
Take in all that the Fife
yeah, I
Circle
wouldn't be
line
happy.
has to offer.
And even how things are currently, I've always said it's not worth full price, it's worth half. But you can play it, you can have a couple runs on it. Again, this is my opinion. It's good enough that you can play it, do one run, maybe do another one, but you can definitely do A to B. And then you know, I don't know. It's I can live with it. I can live with it. If you seriously don't want me to play it though, I'll leave it. I'll do I'll go to the London Overground line. I haven't done that in a while. There's only 19 services to run. West Cornwall Local, the enhancement mod for it just received an update yesterday, I think. You don't mind? Oh, too late now. Samarian Barn, what's the date today now? 11th. 7 days left. So next, it's dropping on a Thursday. Is that normal? Isn't it Tuesday that things are released? Why is it selected the Elizabeth line? Why is it selected the Elizabeth line livery? Normally, yes. Bro, I don't even remember what question. I don't remember what question that's an answer to. Because the AI randomly enable Louis subscribes to. So I just have to basically keep doing it until it gives me the normal one. Actually, no. You know what? You said you don't mind Five Circle in it. Let's just go to Five Circle. I finally recorded the passenger experience video, but I'll go out tomorrow. Oh right, Thursday. Yeah. Sorry, the release stuff. Yeah, I just saw it again and it reminded me. My brain's a bit slow today.
Welcome to the ScotRail service.
So I wonder why they've selected
Dundee.
Thursday then this time around.
Calling at Haymarket, South Gyle,
How do I turn that light off?
Inverkeithing, Aberdour, Burt Island, Kinghorn,
I always got to turn the foot warmer on.
Markinch. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 610 Ramsay. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
I'm feeling good about Samarian Barn, and I think that's probably because I don't know the details. So I know, for example, that they're only releasing the second class carriages, but that's not something that's going to like stick out to me personally. Obviously, it's going to be annoying knowing that in the back of my mind, but because I don't know these trains IRL, it's not going to be a huge issue for me. But how Jasper reacted to valid criticism leaves a bad impression by the community management. It's not the first time though. People, I feel like the train sim community tends to forget things very, very quickly. Jasper is known for not managing his emotions well, or let me say not managing them professionally, even though valid criticism is most of the time what he's faced with. Of course, we're going to have the few here and there, you know, the minority that are going to be a little bit just aggressive and not really productive in their complaints. From Arosa line days, Jasper has not reacted. Jasper doesn't tend to react to criticism well. It's nothing new. It's just a shame that obviously lessons haven't been learned. That's me. Also, one thing I've noticed is the seat isn't in the center. I need to focus on making more like shorts, and well, I don't, TikTok is still a little bit alien to me in the way it works, but my YouTube shorts that came from Twitch clips done very well. So I think I need to find like, for example, if I speak about something, then I can make it like a shorts out of it. I clip it and make a shorts out of it if I'm giving my opinion on something, and it can be like, oh, my thoughts on this and my thoughts on that, because both of those shorts are doing very, very, very well relative, obviously, to well, the usual performance. Pardon me. They've done this lighting in the cabin very, very well. It's gorgeous. That and the fourth bridge, and that's about it for this route, and I guess the 170. The only shining stars of the route. I wish we'd see a mod where the same way, like, although you can get all the masteries unlocked, I wish there was a mod that would find all the collectibles for you, basically. You need to upload 9 by 16 videos instead of 16 by 9. Right, but then I lose. I have to cut parts of the video, which I don't want to do. So I know that, yeah, that is a thing. And same for YouTube Shorts. But it's rare when it makes sense to cut out some parts of the video. And you'll be shocked how much things get compressed and how much you lose by doing that. Like everything becomes super zoomed in. I know, but you'll never know, you know? I'll put them up there, and if somebody wants to watch 30 seconds of it, 10 seconds of it, 5 minutes of it, or the full 10 minutes, you know, the options there. I'm not taking TikTok like too seriously right now. Although I should, realistically, because I do want to stream on there, and in order to stream there, I need to get 1,000 followers, and boy, it's gonna take quite a while to get from what 37 I have now, or 36, to 1,000. Yeah, but then that's why I was saying I need to make more clips from my live streams. I need to find talking points. I need to find interesting conversations or interesting events that happen during the stream that I can compress into a clip, 30 seconds or 1 minute, and put that up. Realistically, at the end of the day, we're in a period of time right now where short form wins overall. You know, everyone's attention span seems to be 6 feet deep. It's not even on the ground. So yeah, I do want to, for example, if I'm talking about something and I find it interesting, okay, cool, I make a note of it. Okay, 1 hour and 20 minutes in, there's a conversation about this particular topic. If I find it interesting enough by the end of the stream, then I can make it into a clip. I did get the 2 clips from you, yeah, I did. Thank you for those. The thing is, I don't get notified when clips are made, so sometimes I'll just check the clip section and I'll see like some new clips. But since I've put those up, I've been checking them every day pretty much. But I really feel like it would be very, very valuable to be able to stream on TikTok. Because even sometimes I'll get some lives that will just pop up as I'm scrolling that just aren't good. They just aren't great for one reason or another. But they have views. They're in the double digits. Even if it's a low double digit number, they're still in the double digits. So I feel like, yeah, if those streams that I see, you know, are doing decently well, then I think I've got a pretty good chance on there. But 1,000 followers, that's a tough nut to crack. When watching on mobile, the pros are making a clip is like the convoy menu in ETS. Yeah, well, to be honest, at least on mobile, you're able to. Actually, no, I'm thinking about something completely different. I don't think I've ever tried to make a clip on Twitch. I think I maybe once, and I just gave up because it was, yeah, too complicated. I don't remember exactly what it was like. It was literally years ago. So it sounds like they haven't changed it in forever. I didn't end up playing any Fortnite yesterday. I wanted to, I planned to. But I was recording and editing. I wanted to do, so the ATS video that I released today, I wanted to actually talk about the update and then, you know, let the drive play out afterwards. What issue did I bump into? Yeah, it was just like minor issue after minor issue after minor issue, and I thought, you know what, forget about it. There's enough content creators that have made literally this exact video, so let me just put out this dry video out. When you go on PC in a bill and you open the stream there, you'll see that even the whole area under the stream, I've changed it up as well. Added the YouTube section, TikTok, PayPal for donations, and Discord, and then some some fun bits and bobs. I need to go for a short time. No worries, bro. Do what you need to do, man. See you in a little bit.
We'll soon arrive at Esra Gateway. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before leaving the train.
I don't think I've seen Edinburgh Gateway devoid of trains. Seems like every time I come here, there's a train, there's an AI train. Whether I spawn here on foot or I'm here doing a service of my own. Cannot wait for London Midlands Enhancement Pack mod to freshen up this route a little bit. Oh, there's the button we were looking for earlier. I don't know how far the editor allows users to sort of play around with things, but with the Expert 101 being announced, I wonder if we'll see more of that sort of thing, but on like regular trains that people sort of create an expert mode for. I wonder what level of access we're going to have. I know obviously in terms of scenery and stuff like that and routes themselves, there is going to be a lot of freedom. But I wonder if things are a little more locked down when it comes to the trains themselves. It would be really cool though if, you know, physics can be altered and certain systems on the train. That would be a dovetail dub, a rare dovetail dub. I completely forgot, by the way, I was going to adjust the stream to 30 FPS instead of 60. Guess we'll leave it like that for now. I personally think it's a greater viewing experience just because, especially with vehicles, you do get a higher sense of speed. I think that's pretty cool to have from a viewing experience, especially live as well. Would be nice if there was some sort of Easter egg here, wouldn't it? Follow me.
Or do we have to stay?
I just realized something with regards to ETS2 1.50. But I'll wait for the bill to come back. We're doing very well for time, by the way. I think timetable is a little bit too lenient, especially for running at this time of day. Bang on in the middle of morning rush hour. I'll tell you what I have noticed though, playing this route, and I'm not sure whether it's just this route or whether it's just Train World's core, but passengers are still on the train. And obviously we still do have weirdos like these people here, but for the most part, I think the whole passengers refusing to enter the train and all the passengers getting off the train at the first stop, that issue doesn't really seem to be present here. And I don't think it's been present since the beginning of when this route first came out. So props to Rivet for doing whatever it is that Dovetail are struggling with. Windowed full screen. I wonder if that's what's been causing the issues that I bump into when I alt tab sometimes. It's like a nasty, like, I thought it was a blur effect. If you look to the right at the trees as you go past them, you can sort of see an effect from the trees and the bushes on the water. Now, I thought that was motion blur, but I've turned motion blur off. And it's still there. So at this point, I assume it's just an Unreal Engine thing. It's not great. I don't know why this option is still here, by the way. Stack advertisements, that's no longer a thing. That little section, that little section has slowed us down a little bit, but I think it's probably a good thing because we are quite a bit early with regards to the schedule, and we do leave every station on time, but we just seem to be taking up so much time during the gaps between stations. Over a minute early here. No speeding either. I really do like Simrail's 3-key view, where it puts you outside the train, but you're still like a character walking around, and then you can press the number 1 key and then teleport straight back into the cabin. And I'd always be confused whenever I'd press the 3 key as the train's moving at speed, why it'd give me the message saying that the train's moving too fast. But it does make sense now. Safety first and all that jazz. An odd road texture. I know it's quite away from the well, it's not too far away, to be fair. The tracks are right there. It's a very interesting texture for a road. Once upon a time, there existed a sound mod that removed a little objective chime. Would be nice to remove that again. Does kind of, it's very subtle, but it does break immersion a little bit. Hello again, I loved yesterday's stream, so I knew I had to come back and watch again. No worries, Transport Legend, man. Welcome back. Welcome back. How you doing today? It is a lot quieter today than it was yesterday. Maybe I should stream Simro more often, but with the cargo pack DLC on the way, like I keep mentioning so often now, I'm excited for it. There will be plenty of that to come. Thank you for asking. I'm doing well. Glad to hear that. How about you? Not too bad, not too bad. Got a little thing with my nose. A little issue that has to pop up every now and again. And it's made its presence known today. So I've been dealing with that. But other than that, it's not too bad. Can't complain really. Thank you for asking. Taking a little ride through the 5 circle route, and as we approach our last stop, Markinch, I'm thinking I might throw it back a little bit. Maybe to a TSW tour. We haven't really had any requests today. But now that you're here, if there's anything you want to see, do make it known. Some trees clipping through the cabin there. It's pretty interesting. I don't think I've seen a single game yet where, as you drive some vehicle or another, leaves and twigs don't clip into the into your vehicle. I'm actually still battling a sickness bug myself that I got a week ago, and I'm still only eating a few like things every day. I feel like bugs have been going around Transport Legend for about the past month and a half or 2 months even now. It's weird times for sure, but I do hope you get better soon, mate. That does suck. Probably a ton of like soup, vegetable soup, mushroom soup. Broccoli soup's pretty good. I haven't had that in a while, actually. Broccoli soup with some cheese sprinkled on top. Yeah, you can suggest a route right now, Transport Legend, and I'll get to it as soon as we get to Markinch. There you go. That's the way forward. There's not much that some nice warm broth can't sort out. But yeah, just take it easy, man. Stay well rested. And yeah. An interesting thing I heard recently, and obviously, since I'm not a health expert, but I heard some interesting things recently with regards to you. So you know, usually when we get ill, we don't always have an appetite. And apparently, that's just your body sort of telling you more or less to like fast. And when you fast, your body sort of rejuvenates itself and makes you stronger. So it's not a coincidence that we don't really feel like eating when we're ill. So that's something I want to bear in mind and probably give a go when I'm next not feeling too great. But yeah, I always sort of share that information, and you never know who it might work for. So yeah, how much can we do? When can we do London Overground? Yeah, of course. The interesting thing is, so I said I was going to run 5 circles. So we had a little look at the spring core update, which really isn't a core update at all. And then I was gonna run this route, and then Nabil jokingly said he doesn't want to see this route. So I said, okay, let's run some 710 on the overground line. And then I went to run it, and it gave me the Elizabeth line livery. And then Nabil said he's only joking, but I want to see 5 circle line. So with that, plus having to restart the route and hopefully the dice roll in my favor with the livery, I just said, you know what, let me just run 5 circle like I wanted to in the first place, and then if anything we'll get to the goblin line later on. So yeah, very interesting that you requested that. I find that East Coast main line is boring because it's like 10 to 12 minutes without stopping. Yeah, I guess realistically, dub TSW moment right there, right? I think what's the saying? There's a few sayings, but everyone has their own little thing, right? So for some people, they are more than happy to run, you know, without stopping. And I'll tell you what, I don't know how much SimRail info you are aware of, but there is a service on SimRail which is, I think it's 3 hours or 3 and a bit hours of non-stop running. I think you stop at a couple stations on either side. That's it. For the majority, the vast, maybe 95% of the 3 hours, you're just driving. So each to their own, really, isn't it? Yeah, would be great to see that come at some point. Bless me. If not by, bless me. If not by Dovetail themselves, then maybe a third-party studio or a member of the community via the editor. We are starting to see some magic now take shape, so we just need someone passionate enough for UK content, because we are seeing some class things right now with German offerings. But yeah, so not include that was definitely a questionable choice. As you mentioned, Simra, reminds me that I should maybe get in the future. Well, Transport Legend, you're in luck, because tomorrow will be a Simrail stream, tomorrow and Saturday. So Fridays and Saturdays usually are Simrail streams, and honestly they're great. They're great. I've learned so much, I've improved so much, so I'm looking forward to playing that and continuing to improve. And man, honestly, Simrail actually excites me as a game. TSW doesn't really give me that same excitement or that same feeling of looking forward to it. And yeah, I'm very big on Simrail, man. I've got about maybe like an 1/8 of the hours on Simrail compared to Train Sim Worlds, but in my opinion, it's by far the better game. Yeah, I mean, same time, mate. Same time, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. UK time, of course. So yeah, not quite there yet in terms of dispatching. So I keep it simple and just stick to driving trains. That's what I know best. But hopefully at some point, I want to, once I've mastered the trains, I want to get to learning how to dispatch. It's quite the there's a lot to swallow when it comes to dispatching. There's a lot to learn. I literally have like documentation on dispatching, and sometimes I'll try and take a look at it to sort of dip my toes in the water, and it is daunting. Yeah, that's good. That's all good, Transport Legend, man. That's all good. I mean, listen, we're here till 5, aren't we? So it's all good, man. Even if you come at like 4:30, something late like that, we're still, you know, we'll still be there. And if it's a really good stream, which the similar ones do tend to be consistently, I'm happy to run until 6. So yeah, I'm expecting good things. And obviously with the DLC coming soon, in just a week and a half now, or a couple of weeks away, it's yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. But it's such a great game, honestly, man. It is such a great game. Right, fingers crossed now we get the dice rolling in our favor. I feel like even for journey mode, you should still be able to choose what livery we want, because it's a little bit ridiculous having random liveries pop up. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to deactivate it completely from Creators Club. I don't think I'm going to run that scenario again. It was fun. It was great running the Elizabeth line on the Great Western Express, but yeah, it seems to be a little bit overdone now with Train Sim Mod forcing it up down my throat. On a sharing hub. Do I really need to get that little box every single time? Bless me. Alright, let's unsubscribe from that. I believe I have another one somewhere. There we go, but that's already been unsubscribed from. For what reason though? Isn't that the one that I needed for that scenario? That's interesting. Lovely British weather, right? I mean, if it gets a little too much, I'll just manually change the weather using God mode, but yeah, let's see how we fare. I mean, it is a sim after all, right? And it definitely does look like they're simming the UK pretty well. There we go. That's the delivery we're looking for. Right, so I think the lights are set up automatically. Let's warm things up a little bit in here, shall we? Also, and I've made this a point before, why can't we just get static images here? Replicating CCTV.
TPWS at AWS operational.
Alright, so let's see what they mean by the doors aren't locked or whatever it was that they said. So what was this whole Spring Core update thing regarding these doors? Because they definitely do seem locked. So the reason we have no screen is the fact that are lazy, nothing other than... Mate, honestly, like an image transport legend, an image, just a 2D image on the screens that shows up when the doors are open, or you know, when the doors are unlocked, and then disappears when you close the doors. I don't think it's much. I really don't think it's much to ask for. At that point, and I know Dovetail have complained that about people using the word lazy, but come on. Because that little bit of extra work equals so much immersion. Like, no one's asking for it to be realistic, right? And, you know, an exact TCTV replica of what's actually happening outside the train and all of this. It just needs to be something that represents that. And we'll be content. So I am running the enhancement pack for this route. And so far the headlights aren't as aggressive as I remember them being. So that's good to see. I don't know how much exactly we're going to be able to notice because of the weather. Asking me for a static image, literally asking me to breathe. Asking me to breathe versus asking them for static image, asking them to kill us or mentally. It's just beyond silly, really, isn't it? It's just beyond silly. Like I see it as the equivalent of, for example, if SES in their with their truck sims didn't bother to put the navigation in the in-truck like screen. I see that's the equivalent of it. And at least that navigation thing is dynamic. We're just asking for something static. there's no excuse for it. Realistically, there's actually genuinely no excuse for it. And it can just be the most generic static image. It doesn't have to be unique to every single route, you know? If, like, at the very, very, very least, maybe start somewhere and then build off that foundation. But that takes a little bit too much passion. I really don't understand this whole door thing with this train, though. Is it something that will show just on the classic HUD? Is it something for passengers and their logic? I thought that maybe the light around the button on the doors would still be on. Also, yeah, on that point, with Simrail, when you go past the reds, it just teleports you back in front of it. It doesn't end your game. It's not the end of the world. Why it's a game-ending issue with Train Sim World? I don't know. In real life, it doesn't end your career. It doesn't end your shift. You talk to the signaler, you get it sorted out. Maybe, you know, get a little telling off, fill whatever form you need to fill in. Yeah, you get on with your life. Again, in my opinion, laziness. Let's be honest. It's easier to have you do that and make it that the game ends there and then than having it so that when it happens, you talk to the dispatcher and sort it out, or the game puts you back. Again, it's just laziness, realistically. And you see, when I get to talking about Simra, it's really difficult to stop. I really do love that game. I have grown to love it. It was a bit difficult to get into in the beginning, but yeah, it's worth the effort and time that it needs. Just having multiplayer was something that I didn't really understand why people were so keen on it, because you'd get a ton of people asking about it in the forums. During the survey, it's something that would obviously pop up again and again, and I never really understood. Like, I've never cared for multiplayer, but boy, does it make a difference. Being able to interact with a signaler, you know, finding out why you have a red signal and being told that, okay, you're going to be pulling in at the next. Just these small little things here and there that all add up to such an immersive experience. It honestly really is worth it. I would hope that it goes on sale once the DLC for it comes out. I guess I wouldn't be at the end of the day surprised if it doesn't go on sale, but I would hope it would. Also, I made an error. So here, I thought, and I did say I think on the forums, I did think that was there was no C2C branding there because of the fact that there's no C2C license in game, but they are actually like the IRL. I noticed it not too long ago when I was there. And I was like, oh, funny that, how your mind can just make things up. Because I almost vividly remember there being C2C branding in those pink boxes, but it's just not. Right, I need to be aware of the braking here because this train isn't the greatest at braking, and it's absolutely pissing down. I did have the braking points memorized in terms of like at what distance to start braking, both in the rain and in the dry, but yeah, that's long been forgotten. I think in the dry it was at 250 yards or 200 yards on brake, second notch of braking. Did the trick. As a base anyway, and then you kind of adjust it as you need to. Oh, hello, Pog. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you up nice and early. Also, I wonder if these passengers are updated or whether that's something that's still to come later on. Let's see what the passengers are up to inside the train. So we've obviously got the different stances. The A camera is still affected by passengers, as if you're a physical body. Well, that's not horrifying. I guess he's meant to be sleeping. What are those eyelids? Huh. Right. Anyway. Whoops, that was not what I was wanting to press. Where is... Right. Was dreaming of playing LR2 and the safety systems were so buggy. You're not supposed to play every 2 seconds. Like, legit? You were dreaming that? The ads should be sorted out by now. So right now, I've changed it so that ads should only play. There should only be 1 minute of ads every hour. Whereas before, I think it was 3 minutes, which was a little, yeah, over the top. But Twitch kind of pushed you to go to that route anyway. And I sort of just followed without really knowing too much about it. Twitch just doesn't like my love for LR2. Maybe you should subscribe then. I've created new emojis. Let me see, where are they? I got my face I've created emojis of my face. Yeah. And I've created an exclusive emoji for tier 3 subscriptions, which is the OG logo, which I don't think anyone here ever saw. Like, it was from a while back. That wasn't too bad. I was barely locked in for that one as well. I kind of didn't even realize what was going on until the very end. Can't mind, I'm boosting the Discord server on YouTube. Yeah, no. I mean, you also you've got a little diamond, don't you, because of the boost? So Discord took care of you there. Discord took care of you. This weather does not look like it's easing up anytime soon. Oh, look at that, bang on 50%. How about it? I will love you for that, Bonk. I like how it automatically sands. Thank you very much. With how fast we continue to accelerate, that must be a ton of sand on the tracks. And my wipers have stopped. Wonderful. Glad to see this bug is still a thing. I can't even hang my head out the window. Where's the there we go. Glad to see that bug is still a thing from Train Sim World 2. Maybe it was from earlier, but I started playing this series in TSW 2, and that was a bug. Glad to see what 4 years later, it's still a thing. I remember it always happened on Sand Patch Grade, and that's what, a 2-hour plus run. As in every run is over 2 hours, so yeah, that really sucked. Hey, afternoon, Navi. Nice to see you here, man. How are you doing? We are running the London Overground Suffragette line, otherwise known as the Goblin line. And I'm hanging my head out the window because our wipers don't work. Which, as I was just saying, is a bug that's been in the game from TSW 2, 4 years ago. Could have even existed before that, but I wouldn't know because I didn't play any iterations beforehand. Glad to see that we still have the whole thing of whenever an update's released, something from 10 years ago breaks. Glad to see that that's still a thing. TSW still going strong. It's a thing that would just happen anywhere, Navi. I experienced it a lot in the TSW2 days with Sand Patch Grade. And I've had it happen on various different trains and different routes. I haven't seen it in a while, and it's made its return. Seems to have leaves flying about. That's cool to see. Little mini tornadoes. I think that's from the enhancement pack. I'm seeing someone. I'm pretty sure I just saw a passenger across the tracks. That was hard to spot from the distance, but it looked like that. That's what happens when you recycle code, I guess. Yeah, I've heard of new fixes and new updates to the game breaking stuff. Look, even the passengers on here are broken. They're not opening their umbrellas. Breaking stuff in like TSW 2 routes. How does that make sense? Why is an update to a new route breaking something from a route released 5 years ago? Just things, just TSW things at this point. If you wait for it to make sense, you'll be waiting for the rest of your life. Let's see if the wipers are back, because sometimes they'll just start working again. So it's just a matter of time. Summering Barn is getting previewed around 2 PM for me. I completely forgot the preview stream was today. That's the route I am looking forward to. I said earlier that I'm aware that the formation is incorrect for the main train in terms of the passenger carriages are all second class instead of first class and then second class. Just seems like laziness to me. Again, the word comes up. But I was also saying that because it's not a route I'm familiar with, because it's not a train set I'm familiar with, it's not something that's going to bother me personally. Obviously, it is going to be in the back of my mind, that little bit of knowledge, but I don't think it's something that will bother me too much. So I'm looking forward to it. Box space in the US. That's why his time zone's all over the place. So right now, he's up pretty early. Not ideal, but that's why I got love for Punk. We appreciate it. We appreciate the effort. And that's why he's crazy about LIR. Really? I'll show you why. I'll show you why that's interesting, Navi. And as a matter of fact, as all of you are here and all of you sort of obviously have that issue, I'm going to show you guys something. Give me a second. So, take a look at this. Just so you guys know, I'm not bullshitting you. Where is it? So, here you go. Your scheduled ad minutes per hour, 1 minute per hour. So, unless those ads are all 20 seconds each, if my math is correct, it's not correct, but around there, I have no idea why you're seeing 5. It doesn't really make sense. But that's, I've set it to 1 minute per hour. So, yeah. Sorry that Twitch is doing y'all like that, but that's beyond my control. So yeah, Twitch are obviously a lot hungrier than I am. I only mention it because if anyone new pops onto the stream and they are bombarded by ads on Twitch, they won't stay. Yeah, I know it sucks, but you know, what can I do other than turn ads completely off? I don't really see what else I can do. I'll do a bit of research, I guess. Maybe there is something more that I can do with regards to it, but I've set it to 1 minute per hour. So yeah, apologies obviously regardless for you guys having to sit through that. How long are they in total? Normally 30 seconds each, so telling me you sit through Jesus Christ. Why though, Navi? Because that wasn't the case before. Is it just because I'm now an affiliate? That's not right. If I say no ads, then there shouldn't be ads on my content. YouTube are evil for it because I'm not yet monetized. I'm not yet qualified to have ads on YouTube or get revenue from ads on YouTube, and yet they run ads on my videos. It's very cheeky. That is very, very, very cheeky from YouTube. Yeah, well, I guess ultimately, if it's a big bother, and you also want to support me, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone and subscribe. Otherwise, yeah, it looks like Twitch kind of just does what it wants to do regardless. So, which is a shame. Well, the 50% thing is if I make it so that there's ads on the videos. So if I turn ads off on my side and they still run the ads, then I'll get 0% and they get 100% of the revenue. Bearing in mind, I don't know how long it takes to calculate revenue from ads, but from all of them that were being shown yesterday, and yesterday it was excessive. I think everyone had an excessive amount of ads yesterday. I didn't make anything from it. Now that I look at LW Twitch emotes, they look nice to use. You know, or you'll be able to use them. You'll be able to watch the videos ad-free. You know, just saying. Nah, I'm not gonna push you guys, man. It's monthly. Well, it was when I streamed. Okay. Why did you stop streaming, Navi? If I may ask. Let's see if the wipers are back on. Nope. As long as they only add up to a minute, Punk, they should be alright. But yeah, like I showed you guys, there's nothing I can do, I'm afraid. Better than 5 indeed. And also, remember you figured out a way to go to circumvent it yesterday, so could be worth doing your little trick. I'm really looking forward to the cargo pack DLC Volume 2. I'm most looking forward to now is just the weathering and just seeing the graffiti on the containers and the wagons. That is ludicrous. I need to do so. I need to do some more research into why that's the case. $30 seconds each. If they add up to a minute, that should be fine. That's sort of the plan. But that should only take place once an hour.
safety and security.
Doesn't look like I'm able to do anything about it on the app, so I'll just have to wait until the stream finishes and I can sort it out on my PC on the on my desktop. Stop streaming because of some personal reasons and some not so personal. I'm very engaging, even if I do say so myself. I had hundreds of followers, wow, and quite a few subs. I'll discuss anything on my stream because being the kind of person I am, I soak up knowledge and information, world affairs and that kind of stuff, plus the conspiracy which I love to debate. I mean, I spent 18 months researching JFK assassination. Wow, reading every word of the Warren Commission report. Hell, Jesus. Sound like you're a hell of a streamer then, man. Sorry about obviously if there's any reasons that were not favorable to you necessarily. Sounds like you had a hell of a run though. Fair play. My ears are wide open to any advice and constructive criticism you may have. I do wish that those leaves were a bit more spread out. It's nice to have them there, but they're all very much contained. I'm looking to get back into it just for the engagement which I missed. Yeah, it's one thing which I mentioned so often. Even if for whatever reason, maybe, I don't know, like yesterday, not yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, no, I think it was last week. I had an especially boring time on here on Train Sim World, but it was an amazing stream, and it was only because of the engagement. But there's something I praise so often, but that's not, it's not for like for that praise to be any less effective. Like the more I use it, it's literally worth being praised over and over again. Like it's made such a difference to the streams. If you were on here an hour ago, around an hour ago or so, you would have seen it's very quiet, really quiet, and I was just sort of just doing my thing. And I think I'm at my best when I'm sort of just flowing. To succeed, you have to be engaged and acknowledge everyone and get your band word list up to we'll bear that one in mind. Thankfully, I haven't really had to mess around with that too much. Well, I haven't really had to mess around with it at all, to be honest. For now, I trust that the Autobot stuff sort of takes care of the obvious stuff. But yeah, I think for now, so far, so good. But yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I try to acknowledge everyone, especially like towards the end of the streams. Well, I thank everyone. And yeah, I think if anything, it's the engaging that's the toughest bit for me. I don't think by default I'm like the most engaging or interesting person. When you sort of get to know me, you can maybe find me a little bit interesting, but off the jump, not really. So we sort of have to kind of work your way through to that. But I do try. But I think a lot of it comes with experience as well. Well, when I was in ATS being British. Oh, L. Sorry, Punk. I was thinking about streaming ATS earlier today. Not actually thinking of doing it today, but just thinking about streaming it in general. I don't know how popular it is on Twitch. Like scanning trucks, so someone took upon themselves to constantly spam death and any other make of truck who index. Fair. No, I can imagine that being annoying. I guess at a certain point, if you're sort of still early on, it's engagement, right? You're getting comments regardless. So in terms of analytics, they're just going to see it as numbers. But once you don't really need to use sort of silly stuff like that, then yeah, I can imagine it being very annoying. Still no wipers. But yeah, you didn't ask any route request. This was a request, Pong. This has been the only request for today. I know I haven't updated the red box up there, but this has been a request. Would you guys be interested in seeing American Truck Simulator? ETS 2 1.5, 1.50 just came out today. Our streamers AMA kind of stream. I'd even park up and chat about whatever topic. Currently being a little older, my views are old school. I don't push my views onto anyone else, but I try to open people's eyes. Yeah, I hear that. I mean, that's sort of the key, isn't it? Finding the right balance. You don't want to offend anyone. You don't want to necessarily feel like you're trying to force anyone to think a certain way. But at the same time, you do want to get your point across and sort of open people's eyes, as you put pretty perfectly there. So honest, I have gone into those sort of moments where I just feel like talking, and I start considering, should I just turn this into a just chatting stream? I think for me personally, I'd need to have like some sort of backup topics list in case I run out of things to say. Like I said though, when I find my flow, I do tend to just keep going and going. But it's finding that flow that is the hurdle for me. After this route, could you play London to Brighton? Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, let's see what train we end up picking. I don't really mind, to be honest. Yeah, maybe I'll stream some American Truck Simulator today, you know. Or yeah, no. I could stream some ATS today. Just give it a go and kind of just see what the numbers are like. I really haven't given American Truck Simulator the time it deserves, you know. But with the 1.50 update out, I think it's given me the perfect excuse. No point going to ETS 2 1.50 because of all the mods. Pardon me, sorry. I'll just wait until that's fully released. No, I don't mind offending anyone in a discussion because it's an open field. But it's about controlling one's emotions and understanding people and do have different opinions. Fair enough, fair enough. I guess the sort of topic of this era is not trying to offend people, so I guess that's why I sort of thought of it like that. But you do make a good point in terms of, yeah, if someone gets offended, they get offended. Like it is what it is, you know. Sometimes it's sort of unavoidable, and the only way you can avoid it is by having a different opinion, which that's not going to do it. Just happening to offend someone. So no, that's a fair point. You know what? I I fully respect that. In a time where it's becoming increasingly difficult to be yourself, you know, it's I can respect that. Let's do London commuter. Maybe we should do a hello. Bro, is it called London to Brighton or is it called London Commuter? I think I actually have a mod that's changed its name to London Brighton, so that's my fault completely. Yeah, no, I do enjoy having deep conversations and just mind-opening conversations, really, to be honest. Gatwick Express service on Brighton, Southern Victoria. Let's do this. Never knew there was freight on this route. Oh yeah, there's plenty of freight, Punk. It's the only thing that spices up the route a little bit. But I always say nothing is personal. Ultimately, Navi, you can't help someone if they decide to make it personal. You know? And I guess there is a fine line, but the line also, for the most part, does happen to be quite a clear one as well. Yeah, but you do get those people that want to be hurt over something. It's snowing. Alright, where are we coupling to exactly? Oh, uncouple. Let me just do that with the free camo. Wait, hold on a second. What have we got here? A Heathrow Express. It's just gonna be a thing that I'm gonna have to contend with, having to manually remove all of these liveries. Both. Is my stream delayed? I can't tell you, mate. Couldn't tell you. On my phone, it's about 2 seconds off. Right up topics is good. Like tonight, I'm having a curry chicken vindaloo because I have the spice. You know, I don't think I've ever had a vindaloo. Which is probably a crime being British, but I have never had the vindaloo before. I do love my spice though. Now we got to go looking for. Oh, this one is still here. I didn't even notice that. Now we got to go looking for all the Heathrow Express ones. And boy, is there a lot of them. That livery threw me off so bad. I didn't even notice it until the very end. Did you see been posting some stuff on the Discord today? Navi, I haven't really been active on the Discord today. Let me have a quick gander. I haven't. I was on it yesterday. Let's see. Where have we been posting stuff? Got a new member. I think I saw the conversation with Nabil. Sorry, but yeah, that was pretty much all I saw from you. I think. I can't believe we've got 13 members. Okay, so it's okay. They don't know how often you monitored. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I try to do it every day. I'm always there to like engage and just see what's popping. Really, I just find things interesting. I find that people interested. I find the things that people are interested in interesting. So yeah, I tend to hang around every now and again. Oh my god, now I need to get rid of the GWR livery. Jesus Christ, man. You know what you reminded me, you know, I haven't had a korma in a while. That's my personal favorite in terms of curries. Is there a way to unsubscribe from all? Why isn't there just a button to do that? Unsubscribe. Unsubscribe. And the crazy thing is, when I wanted these to work, if you guys remember, if you guys were there, I couldn't get them to work. And now I can't get them to stop showing up. Might as well delete that as well before that starts showing up in place of the others. Right, third time's the charm. I had a butter chicken last night as we all talk about Indian Chinese. I was ordered chicken tikka. No, it's not a bad shot, you know. It's not a bad shot. It's all transport legend. I think I've had butter chicken once. It was good. I need to eat out more often. Just waiting on my bank account to allow for that. And yeah, probably get it to a place very quickly where it will no longer allow for that. But at least we'll have fun, eh? Right, is this all done from the... Am I gonna have to get out and run, do this manually? I think so. Is anyone here? Are you guys? No one's here from London, right? Because boy, do I have a spot for you guys in terms of Chinese. Thank you, Lasagna. Welcome to the stream, by the way. You've been sitting there creeping. I mentioned you earlier. I was thinking it's been a while since I've seen you. But welcome. Here you are. Okay, I trust that that's uncoupled. I don't order make from scratch, but select the vindaloo sauce out of jar just for quickness. Yeah, I haven't cooked in a while, if I'm being totally honest. In a long while. They just want me to move the train, what, 4 yards? Okay. Why not? Got a 313 way over there, last point. 313? Yeah, it's a 313. Let's just tend to these while we're here for what, third time. Let's remove that. Set this. And where are the where's the button for the passenger lights or train lights? Is that just aux? I think that's main power in general, so that should already be set. Yeah, okay.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Alright, let's hope the wipers stay on this time. I think a route has never beaten London Commute in terms of server count. Yeah, I mean, we're getting mightily close with Long Island Railroad 2. But yeah, this has really set the standards. I get into London Railway in on Commercial Road. Whereabouts is it on Commercial Road? Because I used to go there, well, too many times a week. Is it by where is it relative to the big Tesco? Lights on or light off? What are we thinking, lads? BR101 and SFS Castlewarsburg next? Yeah, for sure. Sure thing. Although, if I'm being honest, Lasagna, we've got half an hour to the stream ends, and I've only just begun this, so... Oh. see. Let's see how far we get. Let's turn the lights on. It's pretty dark. TSW 2 lighting at its peak. So if you do find yourself in London, oh, I don't remember the name of it now. I don't remember the name of it, but at Paddington, when you leave Paddington Station, you go over to the main roads, you cross over, you go down the side street, and it's literally on the left at the very beginning. Not only do they give you a hell of a portion, but for a very decent price as well, and the food is class. Yeah, I could do. The only thing then, Transport Legend, is that both runs end up being too short, arguably, if that's a thing. I mean, to be fair, E1. Why am I thinking of hold on. Okay, I was thinking of a entirely different commercial road. So yeah, I'm completely off. Let's just do regular timetable mode. We'll still do a Gatwick Express. We'll do this one. Dynamic weather's on. I'll start again. I'll turn it off. Yeah, because in reality, Hasbrook is only 5 to 10 minutes away. Yeah. Maybe I'll run the stream for a little bit more, a little bit longer. But it's probably worth removing the send the request thing up there. Remove that. Got a nice clean slate. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's why the Indians go there for grubs so authentic. Okay. I mean, there is a bias because it's in E1, all right? So there is a bias realistically. But no, that's fair. I'll bear that in mind then. I don't live too far from there. I'm in the Barking area, so I'll definitely bear that in mind. What delivery, Nabil, for your throttle? So under the live tab is where all your mods live. Under the live tab where? Have you on what? What happened, Nabil? Did they just not deliver it to your house? That is why I never order things to the to my actual address. I order anything I order. I send it off. I send it to the post office, or a shop, so that they have no excuse for not delivering it. Oh, sweet frames. Oh, sweet frames. Scheduled for today, and the status still hasn't changed. I mean, it's in the UK, if say like you order on Amazon, you could be waiting until the evening for delivery. So maybe it's still coming. I don't know where you ordered it, obviously, but how is that game suddenly smooth all of a sudden? Let me not even question it. And that's coming with the edge. Huh? Why did I just hear it? What was that? No, it's coming with DHL on you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it's one of those ones where the status of it will stay the way it is until like the evening when it will finally update. That's the thing. I hate just having like order anxiety. Let me call it that, or delivery anxiety. I can't do it no more, man. So that's why I try to minimize any issues. Especially because my address is a little bit difficult to find because of the way the house is and where it is. So I'll just send it elsewhere, and I'll happily put that more effort into going somewhere to collect it, going on a 5-minute walk, rather than it being a 50-50, a roll of the dice on whether I'm gonna see it or not. Yeah, I know the feeling, the bill, man. I know the feeling. Why is there no speed control on here? I find that odd that it's on the 377 but not on the 387. Because I'm not home the time it's supposed to be delivered to a station. Oh, okay, that's even worse then. When you install mods, where is it you go and select them, like all deliveries have? Oh, okay, so yeah, sorry. So you go to the live, mods. In terms of mods, they should just be there. So for example, with the German BR101 train, I've downloaded an enhancement pack for it, and when I go to the timetable mode to select a train and select a service to run, there's a ton of different 101s I can choose from, all with different liveries that are mods. Now with Creators Club, you go to the live tab, make sure obviously you've got everything there, but it seems to be a roll of the dice on what you're gonna get on your run. So with the London Overground line, before you came, I had to restart that one a couple times, and then I just gave up on it because I kept getting the Elizabeth line livery again and again. So that's why I had to end up deleting the unsubscribing from that. So with Creators Club, it literally just seems like it's a throw of the dice. It's meant to be random, but it just seems to be against me all the time. So in liveries, I just get mine from the Creators Club, and mods, I get them from the Train Sim community website. Just Google Train Sim community. It should be one of the top ones that come up. It's never let me down. They got a section for like for timetables, utilities, patches, sound. So you kind of just whatever you want to look for specifically, you can find. Yeah, and the bill's pretty much covered it. Thank you for that. As much as this timetable is obviously very fleshed out, I still refuse to accept Dovetail's excuse for not adding the 700. What's that? Poster check. Thank you. Ugh, there we go. I've been sitting like a C, like the letter C, for the past 3 hours. At least monthly. Right. I have zero plan on getting some. Yeah, browse the Creators Club at your heart's content. There are. It's not. So sometimes you just won't see what you're looking for, or you won't see what you've subscribed to in game. And the way some people have gone around that is by going on the Creators Club website, which exists on your internet browser. Obviously, signing in with Dovetail, your Dovetail account, and subscribing there. So it's not perfect, but it's just Dovetail stuff, really. But honestly, you do find some gold in the dirt, and you also find scenarios as well, some of which are quite well done. Others, not so much. No, I'm so close to getting the LWD smile emote. Both the in-game website's crap. Yeah. We will take a look at it when it gets in about 20 minutes time, when it gets to 5 o'clock. Remind me if I forget, please. But it's almost like they created it to release it and never looked at it again. Never bothered to optimize it. Never bothered to make it more user friendly. They've sort of just left it there. Almost like they've thrown it to us, like, fine, here you go, and then left it like that. I can't take myself seriously with that emoji. Even though Dovetail didn't add the class 700, I'm pretty sure there's more trains that run on that route. Not that we have in game, from what I can recall. I think it's literally just 700 to be the cherry on top. Not even IRL. I don't think there's really anything else. You find freight on this route. I don't really see freight too often. But I'm sure we have freight. We do have freight runs on here. But that's pretty much it. What else? I just found them liveries. I need to investigate the dashboard more. What else can I find? Scenarios. The scenarios are good as well. So, the annoying thing about scenarios is that some of them obviously need liveries if you're trying to do like last stream. Not last stream, but last week we did cross-country services. So with that, there was a HST cross-country, 170 and cross-country livery. So the scenario was there, but you had to go and find the liveries by yourself. There's no way to directly download the necessary liveries for a scenario in that same tab. Something that obviously could be fixed, I think, very easily, but Dovetail obviously can't be asked. But yeah, there is a whole host of new experiences to be found. Freight on this route is very rare to find, Punk. Yeah. I'm yet to have fun with the GBRF freight livery. Well, just GBRF livery, I guess. I don't really need to add freight there for the 66. That sniff emoji, Navi, is so flipping. It's needed here, especially what my nose wants to do to me every other day. Twitch is crazy for charging 15.99 euros for no ads on every channel. Oh, what, with Turbo? I didn't even know how much it was. That is crazy. Every platform is looking for ways to create a subscription model, though, aren't they? So it makes sense. I won't even lie. Yeah, Navi, yeah. and you will quickly notice that the sort of lack of user friendliness or just lack of optimization on it, but it does the job. If you know, it does what it's there to do, just not probably in the best way it possibly can. Yeah, Twitch server, that's ridiculous, man. It's just not necessary, really. How has the ad situation been as well, guys, since we last spoke about it? That's what I'm saying. Subscription, well, I know you don't, Nabil. But yeah, subscription models, it's just the way forward for a lot of businesses now, man. I guess it works for them though, isn't it? So, what can we do? Just gotta accept it. Just gotta accept it. Oh, FPS, where art thou? There we go. That was an odd, I feel like that was quite the odd place to have a big spike. There didn't really seem to be much going on there. I wonder if it's anything going on in the background. Amazon says the delivery is delayed, or DHL says nothing. Yikes. At least you have an update, even if it's not from DHL themselves. Wait, so how is it then that you ordered on Amazon but DHL are delivering it? Don't Amazon have their own drivers in Germany? So maybe DHL communicated it to them, but not you yet. Or some packages get delivered by Amazon, some by DHL. Okay. Yeah, in the UK, it's strictly, from experience, strictly Amazon drivers. Bless me. Yeah, now that I think of it, LR2 is not coming close to London Commuter. Well, it's close, but I think more in terms of drivable services, yes, nowhere close. But with how much there's gonna be happening around you, I don't think it's too bad. Like I was saying yesterday, I don't mind having 300 drivable services if there's 1,000 or over 1,000 total services, you know. For me, as long as there's a lot going on as I'm driving, I'm all right. I'm not gonna. Who is going to complete every single drivable service on London Commuter or even Long Island Railroad 2 for that matter? That's not realistic. Whereas Amazon drivers are contracted or if employed are on a 0 hours contract. Yeah. I think it's a 0 hour contract. I don't think there's like a full-on contract for any of them. From what I know, from the little I know, let me put it like that. From the little I know, I could be wrong. LR2 is good, but London Commuter, the services are still heavily common even when it's not rush hour. Fair. Well, how many busy quote-unquote stations are there going to be in on Long Island Railroad 2? Look at that, 700, and we're completely fine. Obviously, we wouldn't. I'm not asking for 300, but I'm using it as an example, right? Just basically say my point is, I would rather a busy route in total, even if the playable services aren't, you know, obviously within certain boundaries. I'm not gonna accept 50, for example. I probably wouldn't really go behind 300, to be honest, just to have that variety there. Okay, well then that's a pretty decent stretch of route that's going to be busy then. But I don't know how many of those services are going to be going off the map. Yeah. Portal services. Maybe later tonight, Nabil. I'm contemplating streaming some American Truck Simulator just to gauge what the viewership would be like. I don't really play it often, so it always feels fresh to me when I start playing it. Same time like I said yesterday. I won't even lie, like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. my time, if I'm being totally honest. To be honest, not even at 11 p.m. That's maybe a bit too late, but like maybe 10 p.m. or 9 to 10. A few Babylon services, Far Rockaway services, only a few are portal services. Well, well then if only a few are portal services, then the route should be busy throughout the day, right? Or relatively busy throughout the day. Well, not a few, but a lot, but most of the portal services are worth your time. Fair enough. Yeah. What if I do a poll and I ask Fortnite or ATS? Majority of the services are full service, like Hempstead to Atlantic Terminal, Hempstead to Base Station. Yeah. Kind of like what we already have. Realistically. Both is a myth. I guess you could do both, but I mean, what a run on ATS can be like an hour. I guess technically we could do both, but if I'm stopping at 5 or let's say 5:15, so I can give Lasagna's request to go as well. I'll be on a break until like 6 p.m. So then from 6 to 7 or 6 to 7:30 we can do ATS, and then from 7 p.m. to like 9:10 we can do Fortnite. How does that sound? That's a full day of streaming pretty much. Repeat. So from 6 p.m. UK time until 7 or 7:30, depending on how long the journey takes on ATS, will be American Truck Simulator. And then from 7 p.m. And then afterwards, so from 7 or 7:30 p.m., whatever time we finish, until 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. So we back? We're back. Let's go. Blinking like an AI. What does that even mean? Blinking like an AI. Twitch should be back as well, Nabil. Both of them go down at the same time. Both of them come back up at the same time as well. But I think now Twitch has a worse delay than YouTube. I wonder if it's restream that causes that to happen. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Can't tell you why. If I knew, I would have fixed it a while back. Lasagna, are you still in here? Where's Lasagna at? Disrespectful combo. L. Soz. Switzerland rework, which I know you were looking forward to. Oh no, that was a Germany rework. Sorry, Germany rework. The lane assist feature was just tweaking for me yesterday. I couldn't use it. It bugged out my game completely. When I would turn it off, it wouldn't stop ringing, and when I had it on, it would ring when I'm not near the line on the right side. So I had to go more to the left. They would put me over the line on the left side, and then it would stop. It was completely balked. Completely balked. Lasagna, oh lasagna, where art thou? I'm about to run the 101. He didn't say which did he say the 101? I'll have to check back the chat. Pretty sure it was though. What do you think about the UI design, Nabil? And I guess I guess everyone in chat, if you guys are players of either ATS or ETS too, what are your opinions on that? How many modes you have for ATS? Nothing right now because I'm on the beta, but I didn't have many before. Other than the Jazzy Cat ones, it was Pro Mods Canada, and just like I think stuff like lights and just minor stuff like that. I have to go to that emergency brake setting, boy. Is Twitch down again? How is it that YouTube's running fine but Twitch isn't? Christ. When my stream starts to pick up, that's when things start to happen. What a fucking chances. I will need to get used to it. It looks weird now and also miss the old ones, but it has a nice charm. Yeah, I hope with how many people are saying they don't like the new one, I hope SES take that feedback on board and kind of revisit their decision. But I don't know. They could be stubborn and just go for it. But I trust SES to be more like more user friendly. You know, they usually tend to be the developer I'll always praise. So hopefully they're nice to us, man. So what was it that Lasagna asked for? Because he's gone now. I'm using my YouTube for audio now. You switch for visuals. I think maybe the stream was struggling because the game was barely running. Okay, I don't know where Lasagna's gone. B101 on Castle Westberg, thank you. Because I was about to call it there. I was gonna give one more like a request to come through. But yeah, I've never driven this rainbow one. So yeah, this is what I was talking about, Navi, in terms of modded liveries. So I have an enhancement pack for the 101, and as you can see here, there are a ton of different liveries, even the option to randomize, which I think I'm gonna do, you know. Wow, these services are long, eh? Jesus. Let's do this one, a half an hour one. It's already 5:06. Jesus, got a silly flipping stream going down constantly. But yeah, Preston to Blackpool does that to the stream. Basically, I'm pushing the PC too much. So with Jetwash's mod, I've got the Ultra file, And yeah, I think I should be on high realistically, but I don't want to be on high. I want to be on ultra. I want the best for the best. I'm greedy. Pardon me.
Störung, Störung.
I do love this train. This is not random. I get this livery every single time. Every single time I get that livery. Why am I small? I feel short in the game. But having an EP that livery is rare, yeah. Set it's a hybrid ultra is crazy. I know. I'm gonna have to change it, aren't I? But it's gonna bug me knowing that there's better, and I don't have it. But I think I should go high. Realistically, high is literally for the graphics card I have, and like you said, ultra is literally for the 40 series. You kind of do. I think it's 4080 Punk that Jetwash recommends. I think Ultra is recommended for 40 series cards, and yeah, I'm only stuck on 30 series. Let me not say stuck. I'm very grateful to have such a GPU. It's a blessing, but obviously it's not a 40 series, is it? And remember, why did I open the doors again? I'm playing at 4K, so that's on top of having the Ultra setting.
Schließvorgang eingeleitet. AFB, AFB, AFB. AFB, 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 AFB.
I'm on a 1660 Ti. Damn. Pro PC gamers were on a family computer, the dining table, gaming chair. Listen, I remember being so excited for the first Euro Truck Simulator, yeah. And what I used to tell my dad, my dad was very, very strict, and gaming wasn't really like a thing. So to convince him, I was like, because we used to drive to Morocco, and I'll tell him, listen, like we go through the same roads, you can see it like virtually, it's so sick, da 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 da. And he's like, okay, fine. So I downloaded the demo, not knowing anything about graphics cards and memory and all of that. All I knew is it was a computer game. We have a computer, let's do it. So I tried to run Euro Truck 1, and they wouldn't run. I kept getting like an error message, and I didn't understand why. But I couldn't. All I remember was I couldn't run Euro Truck. $36, isn't that like the best value RTX card? Is this train limited? It's limited to 140 Ks. Can I change that? Or is that just a VMAX? So I have to live with that. I can feel the frustration you were going through when you couldn't run Euro Truck. Oh man, as a child as well, like it was heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. Because I've loved simulators from a kid, literally from a kid. I've absolutely adored simulators. So yeah, that was the first one I remember trying to run. Oh no, I guess we were held back by LZB. Is it LZB that was holding me back? I'm not sure. Is it PZB that's holding me back? That's what 101 is 200Ks. All right, so so in terms of this screen here and the numbers, what is this? demands that it be at the number that's there. I don't have the word in my head right now. Yo, Twitch, what's going on with Twitch, bro? What's going on with Twitch? Why does it keep freezing? I keep refreshing the page and it works, and then it will just freeze again. I'm on mobile. Bruh, there is no sound. Okay, well, fuck me, I guess. Yeah, okay. Let me be sensible, and I'm gonna stop using the ultra preset. The annoying thing is, I only have those issues in like 2 or 3 routes. That's the annoying thing. But yeah, I'll use the high preset. That sucks, man. So people are gonna go. So someone's gonna click on the stream, watch the ads, just to see a stream with no sound. You know what? I'm also gonna switch to YouTube. Let's get the views up. No, has it? Let me not say no. You're not for me. Oh yeah, it has come back now. Okay. Well, it's, yeah, sound is back now on Twitch. All of a sudden. Right, so that's not from my side then. Realistically. What can I do about that if the sound wants to come and go whenever it pleases? You know what? This is a good shout from Lasagna. It's a shame he vanished. Am I gonna get one of these for every livery version of the train? Nabil, look! The game's set all the screens on night mode for you. I didn't need to do anything. First time I caught your streams was back in August on YouTube, I remember. It's almost been a year now, isn't it? 1 year anniversary of POG. I think August makes sense, yeah. Yeah, August makes sense. I need to stream the bus then. If you're gonna ask me what's the worst game that I've streamed in terms of viewership. To be fair, even Fortnite's in that mix. I'll keep it real. Even Fortnite's in that mix. Fortnite gets me 0 viewers. But yeah, the bus. And if you search the bus on Twitch, nobody streams it. So it kind of makes sense. I've only ever seen one black kid stream it one time, and that was it. Doesn't really deserve numbers though, realistically, does it? It's literally just called the bus, yes. It was, I guess, low-key, this had to be the intention of the developers, but it was made to be the new OMSI. But it hasn't come anywhere near OMSI. Nowhere near. You won't believe me when I say this, but I literally have a meme on my phone saved called The Bus with a picture of a bus. Well, if it's a bus set in Berlin, then that's perfect. What time are you finishing? When this route is done, Navi, so we've got 40 miles. We're traveling pretty quickly. So this will be the last run of the stream. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'll let you guys know what time I'm going to be back at the end of the stream. I said 6. But that was if I finished at 5, and it's obviously a little bit past that now. So I'll let you guys know what time I'll be back, and we'll run some American Truck Simulator and then some Fortnite later on. So yeah, if it's possible to set like notifications, Navi, then I guess that will help you like kind of know when we're back. But I think you can get Discord to notify you when a video goes up, but I think lives are there as well. The ATS stream will be after this. So I'm gonna take a little break to eat. Not even like have a proper meal. I'm probably just gonna snack. Actually, you know what? No, let me make. I'll make some noodles or something. I'll make me some noodles. Have something to eat, and then I'll be back. Probably less than an hour, to be honest. Yeah, cool. Can get some food and watch the preview on Trace and more stream. Yeah, there you go. There you go. What's that? Posture check. And you know what? I think my posture's not too bad. Actually, now that I've adjusted myself, maybe it was maybe it was a little bit interesting. You know what? I need like something hanging from the ceiling that connects to like my back and just holds me up like a doll. Very creepy, actually. Now I mentioned that, but it would help. I think it would be helpful. This is so random. This is so random, but this is literally how my mind operates sometimes. I really like this. It's basically the alarm for my bicycle, yeah? I've got an alarm on my bicycle. But it makes me feel like I have a car. And it's very similar to like a BMW key, except that the lock is basically a BMW badge. So I'm thinking of just finding like a little BMW badge or printing one out and just sticking it on top of the lock button. That is so cringe. My bro was everything. Of course, listen. In this life, you gotta try it. Do I want Long Island Railroad 2? Oh, shut up. Do I? No, I do. I do. The thing is, I finished the journey mode for Long Island Railroad 1. Honestly, like not too long ago, maybe 2 months ago. So I'm not sure what to think of the new one being released so soon after that, because that was painful to get through. That was really painful to get through. But yeah, it's what it is. It is what it is. You only live once, exactly. Although, use wisdom. Go for everything, but use wisdom. It's really painful because the route is so it didn't feel real. Bro, that was the reason it felt painful. I didn't mind the train itself. I know obviously the train's not perfectly modeled and the physics are not perfect and whatnot, but I could live with that. But the deadness of the route. Bear in mind, I'm someone that's never stepped foot into the US continent, and I knew that this is nothing like what the real thing is. Can you guys explain to me or help me understand why the Expert 101 looks different to this 101? Like, the front is different. Why? Why are they two separate trains, but they're both called 101? I was a bit confused by that. Since you've never been in the US, on Long Island Railroad, you'll see more than 2 trains pass by the entire trip. It looks different because US. Since you've never been in the US, on Long Island Railroad, you'll see more than 2 trains pass by the entire trip. Oh, right. I'm pretty sure I would see the IRL. Right, that's the cab car. Was that just the cab car then? Because bear in mind, I've never seen like a picture of the cab car. I don't know what the cab car even looks like. I've just heard it so many times. So what did we get a picture of then? Was that the cab car? The one with like the lazy eyes, the lazy lights. Okay, it was a cab car. That's my first time. That's my absolute first time seeing it. And in the level 1, there's only up to 1 or 2 trains in Jamaica. Oh no, yeah. I know. I obviously know what it's like in LAR 1. I've done the whole journey modes. I don't even want to be reminded of it, to be honest. No, Punk. And the reason I say that, and I'm being realistic, is because so before I started streaming TSW as much as I do, I say as much as I do, it's 2 days a week, but anyway, as much as I did, I was playing through the routes one by one, all the journey modes, from the first to the newest. And with how many hours that's gonna take between getting through everything all the way to Long Island Railroad 2, let's be honest, it's not gonna happen. So I'll do the scenarios, I'll do all the scenarios, but yeah. There's 625 services in the journey modes? What? Why? Isn't that a little bit excessive? Oh, for timetable mode, yeah. Yeah, only some of them, a handful. I mean, the London Overground line only had, what was it, 19 altogether, including scenarios. So if you get something like that, that would be great. But then you have like Rivet Games, who will add like 40. What are you doing? They're just timetable runs. Why are you putting 40 of them into the journey mode? What are you trying to achieve? Got a little confused. You're alright, Pog. Don't worry, mate. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to stream, like, so see when I do my little Deliveroo and Uber Eats job, yeah, where I go around on my bike delivering food. I wanted to live stream that. But I can't get my phone, I can't get Twitch on my phone when I go live to record the microphone on my earphone. It only reuses the microphone on the phone, and I have my phone inside like a case. So the microphone doesn't pick up, it doesn't work well. You're always hearing some sort of scratching. So I'm not sure how to sort that out without buying like a whole new camera to stream, either a GoPro or the Insta360, which I really like. I gotta come up with a sheet plan for things for you to try in LL2 when it comes out, and if you want to do your own thing when the route comes out. No, hit me up, man. Army told us the Uber story. I don't recommend it. Stay safe. What Uber story? What Uber story? What Uber story did I tell you guys? That would also result in you telling me to stay safe. What was the story? Now I'm anxious. But yeah, no, hit me up with that sheet though. Can't promise I'll send to all of them, but it will be good to bounce off some ideas. So we can theoretically do an ATS convoy. If you're on 1.50 and if it works on 1.50, how well convoy is going to work on 1.50 We will see. But yes, I'll host a convoy session, and then you guys can join. Now there's no excuses, right, Nabil? We spoke, innit? Me and you spoke. Let's see. There shouldn't be any excuses now because there's no mods. You told us months ago before he wanted to do an IRL delivery stream, but I didn't want you to do because some people see us doing an actual stream. Oh, right. To be honest, it would be pretty low key. It's not like I wouldn't exactly, Nabil. It's not like I'll be walking around saying, "Oh, look at this, look at that." It would literally just be a phone on me or strapped to me, so you sort of see what I see, and I'd be talking to you guys, and we'd be talking. Like, it wouldn't be those touristy sort of things. And I'd be busy working anyway. There wouldn't be time to do all of that. Let me fix my posture before I'm reminded again. I don't know how I just end up sliding into my chair. It's quite interesting. Let me leave my microphone up here so that if I go like this, I'll know there's an issue if my nose is on the top of the mic. So Twitch seems to be playing well now, yeah? Shouldn't be an excuse for there to be no audio. Thank you to everyone who's joined the stream today. It's been a pleasure streaming to you guys. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Feel free to be constructive in your criticism. If there's any criticism to give, it will be taken positively. If you do like what you're seeing, please do consider liking if you're over on YouTube and subscribing to the channel. Regular uploads and regular live streams will be present for you. And if you're over on Twitch, do consider giving us a follow. And if you really like what you're seeing, consider subscribing. But you're all welcome regardless to just chill, lurk, sit. If it wasn't so late, I would still have the option up of requesting a loco or requesting a DLC. That's the first time I've seen that livery on AI trains, which is the usual way with these streams. But seeing as it's pretty late into the stream now, I usually end at 5. But I can stretch time and I can do you guys favors here and there. I ain't got an issue doing that. We will be back after this stream ends today with some American Truck Simulator, and then after that we'll be doing some Fortnite. So basically live all day. But I'll be taking a short break between the end of this run and American Truck Sim. If you guys have read the notes for the Spring Core update, please let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about this, and let me know what you think about it being called a Spring Core update. Whether those bug fixes were worth the Spring Core update title. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you guys, what I used to do on this route is I would turn off CFAR, turn off PZB, turn on LZB, get to the LZB section, and then let the train go until the end of the scenario. And then it would stop at the red light where the scenario finishes, and then I've autopiloted the whole thing. Great way of going off to have dinner and being productive in the game. I still need to announce my giveaway, man. Oh my god. I firstly need to check how much it would cost me to ship abroad, do international shipping. And then once I sort of know what to expect, I can get to it, pardon me. What info page, Nabil? Oh, yeah. Come on. It's a shame you can't see it on mobile. But yeah, I spent some time working on it yesterday. Got some fun stuff there as well. Oh, you can see it? How? I can't see it. And it's my own damn profile. Oh, under about. Oh, look at that. Oh, let's go. I'm just seeing it for the first time on mobile. They're not in the order I wanted them to be, and unfortunately there's no option to adjust them to sort of, unless I do them again, delete them and create them again, which I can't be bothered for. I'm not too fast. But it does the job, basically. Kind of does what I wanted it to do. Exclamation mark Discord. I'll be I know, Nabil, I know, but what other logo could I use for that, you know? And it's connected to my PayPal anyway, so yeah, take it as that. But yeah, I'll announce when I'm going live for American Truck Simulator today on the Discord. So exclamation mark Discord, exclamation mark Discord, join the Discord, and yeah. I'll give you guys a heads up before I go live. And it will be convoy mode, so all of you guys are welcome to join. Make sure you are part of the experimental beta, first and foremost. We're going to be at 1.50. And yeah, the convoy will be open for all of you guys to join. Thank you, Nabil. I might do the so I don't remember whose stream it was on, but there's oh, I remember now. There's a thing you can do where you can gamble your channel points, and you can either double them or lose all of them. I might try and incorporate that. Sound effects when? Soon. TM. You want to be timed out? Bet. Peace out. It didn't tell me whether it was in seconds or minutes or hours, so I just put 1. It just said how long do you want to time him out for, and there was nothing to say whether what measurement of time it was using. But now I know. Good point. I even tried to set the microphone up to remind me and I completely forgot. Again, I don't know how I just slide in my chair. Like, it's that leather, so you do tend to just slide. But yeah. Well, we made it. How about that? I guess we saw an LZB. I didn't really need to acknowledge that. Yeah, I should have been at 80 as the signal was as was on the signal. 80 k's. I was only like 5 miles an hour or 5 miles an hour over though. Now let's be at 30 before we go over the 500 hertz magnet. Under 30, sorry, not 40. Which is coming up right here. We're good though. All my messages are gone. So they're still there for me. Oh, you know what? I think LZB would have slowed us down just fine. You know, I don't think I even needed to intervene. Or LZB is still active, right? Yeah, it is. It is. I didn't even need to do anything. I ain't timing myself out no more. Well, a few more channel points, and then you'll be able to choose who you time out. Let the war commence. Look at that, hands free. Tesla who? Tesla what? LZB bin had that. Oh, you can already do that? Well. Hey, Simro tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm excited. This is such a good livery, man. I will join, yes sir. You can do that now. You can do that now. All right, well, that is it for Train Sim World for today. If you are interested in some American Truck Simulator or Fortnite, do hang around. We'll be back very, very soon with those. Exclamation mark Discord for a heads up so you can know when I'm live. And you can also get notified by Discord itself. Yes, Ponk has got his LAR2 mention in before the stream ended. Great. But thank you for being here. It's been a pleasure streaming to you guys once again. Until next time, which could be tomorrow, could be in about an hour. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Look after each other. And peace out.